Hey guys, what's going on? I was just couldn't sleep last night, and I had a lot on my mind. But we were watching some stuff on Vimeo, just some documentaries and stuff, and I came across this one called Mars on Earth, and it really just sent home that message of the kind of people that are totally brainwashed on this whole thing. And I mean, most of us were there at one point too, but there's certain ones and a large percentage of people, I imagine, that will never come out of this illusion. And it's programs like this, which I'm gonna play here in a second, that really just solidify it. And then you go and you read the comments, and it's like, holy smokes, these people they're either people getting paid to comment like that, or they're really just real people who are just, oh, NASA's so awesome, you know? So here, this guy here. Turn that down a little bit.
Mars is very inhospitable, so...
Like, how do you know that?
There's hardly any air and we can't breathe if there was.
That's all you can say through this whole thing.
So we can't grow anything.
How do you know?
We know that the atmosphere is full of
We know
carbon
that. How do
dioxide,
you know
so
that?
the risks are very high. You really have to rely on life support systems.
There's a lot of rocks.
How do you know?
There's a lot of...
How do they know this?
Regions,
They're giving full authority to a government agency. They're just laying down and going, oh, that's how it is. Yep, that's how it is. It just makes me pull my hair out watching this.
Red and barren. Desolate.
Red. Yeah, it's red when you look at it on the ground.
It's a very mysterious planet,
Up
and
into the
something
sky,
that
that
has
light.
always drawn people to look more closely at it, which is something that kind of drives missions like this.
So it comes up here.
It's a bright red target.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey there, happy I'm making dreams come true with your radio announcer business. Look forward to your fun and quirky jokes and news bits. I guess 3 months. 3 fucking months.
Those are spacesuits.
So there's a lot of research going on worldwide that is helping to enable Mars exploration. And a lot of it, of course, is the technical stuff. You know, how do you safely send humans to Mars? What's the...
So this lady, you look at her eyes, and she believes in her soul that she's doing good. They're paying these people to do this research, to walk around in a desert. I believe it's, what did they say it was? Is it Mexico? It comes up here. And then they start talking to the locals, which gets really interesting because they don't want these people there. Oh, it's in Hawaii. It's on one of the islands in Hawaii, I believe. But look at her eyes. She totally believes that she is doing the right thing.
Vehicle going to be like, what the fuel's going to be like, how are you going to have water systems on the surface, all of that. So we fit into all of that picture as within the Human Research Program in NASA, and within that we're part of the Behavioral Health and Performance Program. So that group and that set of research is all looking at human behavior over these long duration missions and how it affects performance. When NASA's planning these long-duration space missions, what they do is they have a set of risks.
6 people sent 8 months in confinement in order to help evaluate how humans would react to long-duration space travel. Are you shaking your head? Are you pulling your hair out?
And those risks are either colored green for acceptable.
Who's paying for
yellow
this?
For,
You are. We are.
Solved but okay.
You believe it?
Red for a problem. And NASA
It goes on in every little aspect of their bullshit
and some of those risks have to do with
expenditures.
psychology and crew
They have a
cohesion,
little nook and
isolated
cranny
and
for
isolated
everybody.
That's what we wore all the time.
It's a sociometer.
It's for the
and it
betterment of
measures your
humanity, right?
interactions with each other. So it lights up when you're talking to someone.
Oh my
When you're
god.
looking at long duration human space travel, you're naturally going to have humans as part of these complicated systems. So the human component, if it breaks, is just as critical as any other component.
Aloha. Just seeing
Oh,
if
my
any of
battery's
you guys
starting to
ever
die
check
here,
this. I would
so
love to hear your voices.
I don't know if this will
Miss
go.
you so much. Love you. Bye.
The place I've been living for the past 8 months is this weird mix of Mars and Earth, where I don't have
How do
my
you
earthly
know?
responsibilities, but then also it is really lonely until we get more people there. 6 people is not enough.
Been in that confinement before.
Anytime we went outside the dome, we had to be like looking through plastic.
Outside
because we were in a
the
suit.
dome.
Everything was all dull and blurry, and so to come out here and like see the world with my own eyes and see how crisp.
You know, if they
and
just
colors,
turn
and
the
it's
background a
just-
little bit red, they'd probably be able to make some good NASA footage there.
Of living on Mars.
Here we go. This is gold here. This what this guy says is gold.
Just recently, they just ended an exploration on Mars, a simulation of living on Mars on our slopes of Mauna Loa. I'm smiling because that is something that is ridiculous for them to even think of things like that when we are not protecting the Honua. Honua means Earth.
Yes, buddy. Yes, buddy. Absolutely ridiculous.
They're putting their telescopes on top of our sacred temple. And then you go up to the top of our mountain and there's these big, huge satellites. that
Bravo.
takes away the whole
Brings
spirituality.
tears to your eyes, doesn't it?
It's us, when stuff like this happens where they have a visitor center and they speak Greek mythology over here. And
Greek mythology, yeah.
So if somebody's got the Dark Side of the Moon album, they can put on.
When these scientists and these foreigners want to tell us that Mauna Kea is the most ideal place in the world to build a telescope, I'm not going to disagree with that. Our ancestors knew that. We used the mountain to study the stars. However, the most ideal place in the world for the telescope does not make it the right place.
Flat.
Hawaiians love astronomy. They were like the first astronomers that could sail across thousands of miles into the deep sea, not even knowing if there's land.
As human beings, we're so resourceful and we explore. That's what we do as humans. So Mars is out there. We have the technology to get there.
Yeah.
It's just a
Oh
matter of
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
They're not sure. about
Someone
it.
told you that.
Theory.
It's a theory.
Mars is a theoretical thing.
It's a
that they say
theoretical
that
thing.
can maybe sustain life up there. So just in case they get there, they need to make sure that they can survive just a little bit more.
You know, changing our surroundings is kind of the name of the game, human-wise. I think that as a species, that's definitely in our future.
Our people, our ancestors, were masters in fitting in with their environment. Our ways of life need to adapt to the environment, not the other way around.
Yes,
We're
buddy.
living on Mars on our own planet. Now, is that what they're
Aw.
practicing? Because they might not get to Mars, so they're gonna do it here.
Yeah, you never
Or they
know,
must be
eh?
Martians.
A mission to Mars, by its very nature, is sustainable. You have to recycle everything. So a lot of the technologies that we're developing and advancing are just as applicable here on Earth.
Look at the stars above. It's beautiful. Not gonna feed us.
Not gonna feed
Not
us.
gonna feed us.
It's not gonna feed us.
We need to feed ourselves. Take care of our home first before you go look for another home.
So this battery's gonna be done here in a second. We're almost at the end of this.
Smell of grass,
Watch it on Vimeo, the whole thing. It's only 8 minutes long or something.
trees.
Look at how flat that is.
I miss being in water. What? Oh man. I feel like I'm gonna list everything that Earth is.
Just like game boards.
Yeah, so
Really into it. Looks fun.
that's that. you should go watch it anyways. I'm almost tempted just to make an account on Vimeo just so I can comment on some of these videos, because there's a lot of them there that are about space and stuff, and the people that make them are, you know, brainwashed. I guess that's what you call them. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.